Hey everyone! So we're doing a video on our famous Stuck on the Mountain quick 1-minute video that we released, and we said we're going to put the whole video out, so here it is. We wanted to go ahead up front and let everyone know though that basically it's broken into 3 sections. So the first part is basically Denise being funny and saying, oh, you want everything on film, so what do you got to say at the end? So it's a little bit of us talking, it was like 2 minutes of us talking about what just happened. The second part is 5 minutes of us leading up to what happened, and then there's 5 minutes of us at the moment of it happening and going forward, plus getting off the mountain and how we got off the mountain. So we'll go ahead and play that, and then at the end we're going to do a quick little after-action review on it and let you know what lessons we learned from it, some of the pros and cons of the whole thing and how it went down. You can better prepare yourself in case something like this never happens to you, because it sucked, right?
It sucked a lot.
How much did it suck?
It was probably one of the worst days of our lives.
But anyways, so here goes. Take a look.
So what are we doing, babe?
Oh, now you want to film? Now you want to film?
You want me to document?
So I'm gonna pull the dash cam video later. Yeah, I'll have to edit out the voice parts of it though, because I think both of us about pants. We're at almost 10,500 feet at the top of what, I don't even know where the top was. We didn't make it, and basically in first gear towing our 10,000 pound trailer, and lose traction, and we were just stalled out in the road. Anytime we tried to do anything, we just spin, and we were still at a 7% incline, and I didn't even know where the top of the mountain was. So yeah, for a minute there, I didn't know what the hell we were gonna do.
Pretty sure I had a mental breakdown.
So we calmed down, put our heads together, put it in 4-wheel low, and on a 4-lane highway, we did probably a 6-point turn with our camper.
And with
no blizzard, it's a blizzard.
No visibility.
No visibility
up there.
And with cars coming sporadically, it wasn't too bad, but yeah, cars coming over the top in both directions.
And we took up all 4 lanes.
And we took up all 4 lanes to do at least a 6-point turn.
To turn around.
And in 4-wheel low. But we did it. And now we're creeping down the mountain at 7 miles an hour in 4-wheel low.
And the roads are getting better, but it's a 7% grade, so we're just going to take it slow.
We still have a 7% grade for the next 5 miles, I think. But yeah, this wasn't in our plans for today. Not at all. Didn't see this one coming at all.
We checked the weather. This was not in our weather.
Didn't say, so it was totally fine. We even called ahead to the campground we're going to. Like, oh yeah, no snow. It looks good over here.
Making sure the roads were clear.
Not true. Not true at all. And so yeah, we're gonna drive all the way back to Albuquerque. I don't give a damn how long it takes.
So we're gonna add about 600 miles and another day.
Yeah. But
it'll be safer.
I'm not going over this mountain again. So
not until summer.
I don't even know what. Oh, we're on Highway 160. So if you're in Colorado in the springtime and they say Highway 160 is good to go over, don't believe that bullshit. If you're pulling something, go the long way around.
don't need to put it full. Can you stop? Can you stop? What do we do now? Oh, are we going backwards? We're going backwards. What do I do? What do we do?
Plus nightly DJ sets and theme weekends. Andy Cohen's Kiki Lounge.
What do we do?
Well, we could try to go back down.
All right, before we move, let's talk it out so I know what we're doing, because I'm like freaking out.
I know. All right, well, I'm gonna back up.
Do you want me to get out and make sure we're good?
No.
Are you on 4-wheel drive? Oh God, please, I don't know, I don't want you to move.
We need chains and we don't have chains.
I don't have any service up here. All right, what are our options? If we move, we're gonna slide, right?
Very much.
Okay, so what do we do? What do we do? Okay, so if we're moving, we're gonna slide. We're close to the edge. So we can't turn around, because if we turn sideways, we could slide sideways, right?
Yep.
Okay. If we sit here, it's just gonna get worse, right? Or it's getting darker.
Pretty much.
Okay. That's all right. There's got to be a solution. If we turn around and start going down and slide, though, that's going to be more dangerous, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, I can't think of a solution.
Put it in full low.
And then try to go straight, or what?
No, try to turn back around.
But what-
I don't want to go any higher.
But what if we start sliding? What if we start sliding sideways?
I don't think we'll slide too much. I mean, because we have camper brakes and we have this.
Because I feel like that's pretty steep.
Okay, so now that you guys have seen it, here are some of the lessons that we have learned.
One of the biggest things that we learned was that no matter what time of year it is, you got to have chains in your car. If you have a four-wheel drive truck, you should always have chains in your car. If we would have had chains in our car, and even where we were, put chains on the car, we'd have probably made it over the top with no problem. We were at 11,500 feet, and from what we were told, it goes up above 13,000 feet. We didn't know that at the time, so we still had another 2,000 feet to go. You can see in the video there's other trucks and other bigger cars that were driving with no chains at all. Our biggest thing is the weight. We had so much weight, and our length
And
of
our
weight.
camper is about 10,000 pounds roughly,
Yeah.
and we're 64 feet long. But what we want everybody to know is we did our due diligence. So this is another lesson that I learned. No matter how prepared you think you might be, that things can happen out of your control. So we called the weather, we checked our weather apps, we called ahead to the campground that we were going to be staying at, and they had reported 0 snow and that the roads were fine. We checked everything that we could think of as far as checking the weather. We are not unfamiliar with Colorado. We've driven mountains many times, not with a camper, but we have lived in Colorado for many, many years in the past. We've driven these mountains, not this particular pass, which was Wolf
Creek Pass.
Creek Pass.
So we learned another thing we learned today.
Don't ever drive it.
Well, yeah, don't ever drive it. There's a song about Wolf Creek Pass
We just learned that today.
from 1975 about how people die up on Wolf Creek Pass. They get stuck in the snow.
Yeah.
So it's been happening for decades, and but yeah, it's the first time we've ever been on it. And like I said, we thought we did our due diligence. We could have did more. Like I said,
We could have done research on the actual Wolf Creek Pass, which we did not do. So that was something that we learned that we definitely, and we know that mountains aren't anywhere to play, even in the spring. So we want to make sure that that's one lesson that we learned that's very important. We've actually there's been a lot of people very helpful by giving us different weather apps that we weren't aware of that have a little bit more in detail
phone
about
numbers to call.
In detail about quick incoming storms,
Yep.
which would have been super helpful in this
Yep.
in this particular situation.
So it's not like you need to do that for everywhere you go, but if you're going to be going over mountains above 9,000 feet, you probably should check.
So another lesson we also learned is that it was very helpful that both of us stayed fairly calm.
Absolutely.
As you'll see in the video, I was extremely scared, and you can see it in my face, and so I think it helped him that I just kind of stayed calm and quiet versus freaking out, as I have a tendency to do sometimes. But this particular time, it was a very scary situation for both of us.
Yeah, even for myself. I've never been scared for my life. This was one of them. I literally had a million things going through my mind at the time, and I was sitting there doing them one at a time, figuring like what was the best option, and I was running out of options. I didn't know what the hell we were going to do, and it was pretty tricky. Now, you'll see the video pretty much ends with us turning. The dash cam footage started recording over itself because we've been in Colorado for a day since we got here, and I didn't take the chip out, lost the rest of the footage after all that. But basically what it is, we just did like a 6-point turn and made it down. Luckily, nobody came around the mountain barreling down on us, even 20, 30 miles an hour. I call that barreling because they would have slid right into us.
Yeah.
So luckily nobody was coming, but that was literally our only option to do a U-turn in a 4-lane highway.
And above us on the road, it was a turn. I'm not sure if it shows in the video that there was a
Might be able
curve,
to see it, I don't know.
but there was a curve. So they would not have to, if any cars had come down, we actually had blocked the whole freeway trying to U-turn
And the
because we
sides.
are so long.
We took up everything. It took everything
So-
we could, and we were literally like 90-degree up in the road trying to get all the way around to turn the whole vehicle around, but we made it. And then we just crept down at 5 miles an hour in 4-wheel drive low, and Lil Pepe made it.
Yeah.
Truck's got a new name. Truck's Lil Pepe because Lil Pepe made it.
Yeah.
So he'll forever be known as Lil Pepe.
So that's just, do you have any other lessons? I think
Nah,
those were the
just
big ones.
be careful going over mountains, even in the springtime. Like I said, it was 40 degrees when we left where we were.
Yep.
We would never saw this coming. Blue skies, not a cloud in the sky. It was perfect weather. We got up in there, and man, it just tore us up quick. So just always do everything you can and carry chains, no matter what. So we are getting 2 pairs to put in our truck
for a camper.
and the camper, and they're going to stay in there forever.
So again, this is a what not to do from the Youngs. I feel like that's the majority of our videos, what
Yep.
not to do.
Yep.
But that's what we're doing, is we're doing it so that you don't have to. We're trying to make sure that you guys understand and know where we made our mistakes, and we know that some people may have known all this. We, however, didn't. So it's something that we've learned. We've had to live through it and learn from it.
Yep.
And next time we'll know.
Yep.
So
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for
right.
watching. Be
Like and
sure
subscribe.
like, subscribe, and do the bell thing, whatever they do on YouTube. I don't even know yet. We're still figuring this crap out. It's like camping. I don't know. But just be sure to follow us, because it's fun doing these things for people.
And we may have something up our sleeves soon.
Yes.
So
yes.
stay tuned for
We are heading to a new destination tomorrow.
our new adventure.
That's right. It's a whole brand new adventure that revolves around what we're doing.
Yeah.
So
Stay
watch out
tuned.
for it. You'll pick it up within the next week. Guarantee probably even sooner than that.
Yeah, I think we'll tell them within the next week.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.